So, where have I been? What have I been up to? This is going to be one of those personal videos. It's not going to be funny. It's probably not something that's going to interest most of my regular viewers. I'm not sure how long this video will stay up. I know that eventually I'll turn off comments, and eventually I'll turn off, just delete the video, because it's not what my channel's about. A little over a month ago, my mom called to say she was going to the emergency room. She'd been struggling with a lot of complications of her diabetes, and she was in the beginning stages of renal failure for quite some time. So she got to the ER. They told her that she was in total renal failure, that she needed to start taking dialysis, which she didn't want to do. We fought about it at great length. I think it may have affected some of the videos I posted over the past couple of months. It certainly affected my friendships and my relationships. I felt trapped because I live in Arkansas, she lives in Virginia. It's difficult for me to travel, so it was difficult for me to be there. But in the end, I did pack up and go back there at the beginning of October. And I spent some time with her before she died. But yeah, my mom died on October the 6th. She was on ventilation tubes and other things that were trying to keep her alive, and she wasn't going to make it, so the doctors suggested we make it comfortable for her to pass. So she died in my arms, which left me to take care of her estate, her home, our home, my home now, I guess, in Virginia. So I traveled there. I was already there. We buried her. My brother came in for as long as he could. My sister helped in her ways. For the most part, it fell on me to take care of everything. My mother was a hoarder. I've been told there's a TV show on A&E or something called Hoarders. My mom was one of those people. She kept everything. She collected everything. And so it all had to be looked through and categorized, and decisions had to be made about whether things were going to be kept. And it wasn't a very clean storage system. It was very dirty. My two best friends in the world, my roommate Chad, who I've talked about here many times, never appeared on camera. And my friend Danielle, which was an ex-girlfriend of mine, and now a very, very close friend. They did most of the work. I did what I could do, but in my physical and mental state, there wasn't much that I really could do, so it really fell on their shoulders. Danielle was there for me after Mom had passed, and kept me going when it came to getting the bookwork done, filling out the forms, paying the bills, cleaning the home. Chad was there for me during Mom's death. You'd have never thought it, but he even came into the room and stayed with me as Mom died. You can't ask for friends like that, and if you did, you couldn't expect to find them. Unfortunately, I have. I called Danielle and asked her to come in to help. She didn't hesitate. Even her husband understood that we have been lifelong friends and I needed their help. So I now own a home in Virginia. It's my grandfather's home. He built it. I have some furniture there. It's not a very nice place, but I don't know what to do with it. It's not valued at much. And I don't know anybody who'd buy it. So I haven't really had a chance to mourn. I guess Mom has been gone about 12 days. And a lot of you know that my relationship with my family as a whole is quite tumultuous. My mother's, the relationship with my mother, quite exemplary of that. So it's difficult to know exactly how I feel or what to do from here forward. I do know I loved my mom, and she was an important part of my life, and it's very sad to see her go, for me. But there was also the downside of our relationship, and I'm glad to see that come to fruition, come to an end. I'm also glad to see her out of pain. And she had been in it for quite some time, and it greatly affected who she was. And she was a miracle of modern science. It's amazing that she lived as long as she did with the health problems that she had, but it was not a high quality of life. In our last moments together, we talked about the things that we had experienced together, and that she had felt bad about our relationship not being as good as it could have been. And in that we found forgiveness. She talked about my weight and how it scared her, and how she felt that it was her fault that I had, gotten so big. And I mean, it's partially her fault, I guess. Ultimately, I don't know what you guys are going to say to this video. I don't know why I'm recording it. I don't know why I would put it on a channel that's half to entertain you and make you guys laugh, and half for people to make fun of me. But some of you come here because you like my philosophy on life. Some of you come here because you think I'm a smart guy who's been through the shit, and you can learn some of the things that I've learned. Some of you take those lessons to heart. And I guess this is videos for you guys as well as, for me. So I need a little time to mourn, and a little time to think about what's happened. And eventually, I'll delete this video and I'll just get back to doing what I do best. But if you've made it this far through the video, let me say thank you for being so friendly, being so kind as to listen. There's so many stories I can tell you about the trip. There's so many things that I can say that I'll try to make it short, though. I love my mom very much. She was very important to me. And whereas I'm not very close to my brother, though I wish I was, and I'm not very close to my sister, she was pretty much the only family I had. And some of you know our relationship wasn't great, so it wasn't much family anyway. And I don't know where to go from here. I don't really know what to do. So I'm just going to fall back on the same philosophy I always fall back on. Make the best out of every day. Treat the friends that I know like kings, if I can. Love them because they love me. Go to bed every night without regret. Wake up every morning with a new plan to make that day great. And try to move past it into this next stage of life. You know, it's our job as children, as descendants of our parents, to bury them one day, to do what has to be done, to see them off into heaven or hell or oblivion or nothingness side, whatever you believe. Mom believed in God and Jesus and heaven, and maybe that's where she went. And I know it's my job to have done what I've done, but damn was it hard. And it's left me both mentally and physically wrecked. So as soon as I can, I really want to get back to making videos that make you guys laugh, that make me laugh, to get the kind of comments that I get that make me laugh, that we all can enjoy. And I hope it's soon. So, thanks for listening. And I'll talk with you soon.